involve... If you notice how the screen is set up, you could actually have it set that, like, that right half of the screen can kind of get, like, adjusted. So you block out the cards that are there, and you turn that into a smaller screen that's showing the other player's deck. And you would have to have another person spectating on the other side to be able to do that. But if you did that, then that would allow us to see at least what is being selected by the other player. We wouldn't be able to see how things fit, but it would be a start.
Yeah.
Somehow this is the first time we're going to Lakeside this stream. Lakefront. But yeah, that's also one of the other reasons why I like having a co-commentator on the other side so much. Where there's a concern about, like, oh, well, we might get confused about what's going on. It's about information. It's more information.
Yeah.
Even if that person is talking about things we don't get to see, if they're on top of things, then we get information. Where they're like, oh, they're playing this card. And if I'm doing my job right and I know what the cards are, then I can be like, oh, I see where it's going to be played, maybe.
Yeah.
I just print out my tablet, I just draw all over the screen to communicate what's going on. But that's enough about that last game. Congratulations to Pinon on 4th place. Ljovynn versus Zeb. As it currently stands, Zeb is trying to block off this space, but Shelly and Donnie will break through. I'm burnt out. That last game was so insane. But let's see how things are going at this moment.
A lot of awkward special block placements for Zeb here.
Yeah.
Not really much opportunity to charge any of them.
We do manage to have the spot set up for Gnarly Eddie. And he is just going to make the call to go for it here. Maybe a little anxious that something could happen to interrupt it. And didn't really have any spectacular plays elsewise to do. Oh.
Huh?
I guess Ljovynn bricked.
Huh. Yeah, that would have definitely been a situation where we kind of need to see the other screen
yeah.
to see what's going on.
This is just...
That was like...
This is
that was
really making me want to figure something out. But, like, the other person needs a capture card, too.
Yeah. Looks like we're going on to one of the new maps, and this time with... I can't remember how you say the first
Girder for battle.
Girder for battle, yeah, that's it.
GTB. Get the bit. We're going to get the bit. Now, I've been really curious to see how this stage actually plays out. Because...
It's basically X marks the garden, but both players pretty much... But both players have their own two sides, I guess. You have to get a lot further to contest the enemy's left and right side as well.
That's scary
That
for
does
Ljovynn. Yeah,
That
no.
does- Oh,
That
gives up.
No,
Twice
there's
in a
nothing he
row.
can do there. Well, there's not nothing, but that is a horrendous position to be on turn 2. Like,
And
3 of the 4 locations were in Zeb's contention, or control, essentially. And Ljovynn had 1. Like, he basically would have had to get, like, phenomenal special farm, and then break through into one of those spare spots.
yeah, that's crazy that Ljovynn had to give up 2 games in a row. Like, I feel like there is actually just a bad RNG test going around, and now Ljovynn's got it.
Apparently, by beating Pinon, he took it from them.
Yeah. The bad RNG virus just gets spread. Once one player loses, it gets spread to the person that won against them.
Osh kind of fits in that spot right on the top of Shiver. Or, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
No, that's Fry. That is Fry. Like, that spot up there. Though I do also think, like, going for a defense like this would have been a good play if it wasn't for the fact that it was a tri-stringer. And there goes the spot.
Yeah, there goes the Naliady spot.
You know what? Just take that one. Just go head up over there and take it.
I still need to experiment with having a 10 in one of my decks. I've seen so many other people use it.
Use what?
The Tentrella.
I mean...
Or just in general, any card that has like awkward gaps like that.
It's a Marigold, but you can actually do something with it. And you see
Yeah.
Marigold is like very relevant.
It's a Marigold, but half of its face was brutally cut off.
Yeah, no, which is really good because that half of the Marigold that got cut off, that's the worst part of the card. So
Yeah.
you just got a good card on you. Should have went for the full clash there.
Oh my god. No
Should have went
way.
for the full clash.
Nah, that is... that's pretty close to a perfect clash, though.
Pretty close, yeah. I don't think that crab tank is where we're going right now, Zeb. But we're trying to find
Yeah.
somewhere to make a play. It's like, it's really hard in this situation to find good combos because the turf is just so awkwardly laid out. Like, I don't feel like you can even start making your own base combos. Like, I think I see a spot up, yeah, right there. Where that section's off the land, as long as it's not taken by something like this. But then you get your special. And now we have some good spots for the Mudmouth. Ooh, that is a very pretty splatling location. Yeah, no, technically, I'm thinking about a little bit more. If you had, like, it needs 2 streamers or 2 people with capture cards. But I already see exactly what you'd want to do. And the flames on the special blocks would look kind of chonky, but everything else would actually look really solid. Judds are played side by side, clashing and both getting their specials.
My god. That's like two clashes. That's two almost perfect clashes in the same game.
4 turns left. Ljovynn has 3 more special, which is going to be really important for these final rounds.
Yeah. That is, like, a pretty big point lead. I don't think... Zeb does have the lead here, but, like...
He needs to be able to chain his specials if he really wants to be able to make this work.
I think the main thing, though, is Ljovynn has so much special right now, it might actually, like, be hard for him to find good spots to play the special, at the very least.
Yeah, the thing
We'll
is that it, to a degree, he at least can play cards. Like, there's space where he might not get, like, optimal big plays, but he'll be able to make plays.
Yeah. Opting to go for 312 to start off with.
Ooh, that's a needed 10
Zeb
attack.
is still in the lead.
We're just gonna take a spot to get... Wait, no, he needs 2, so that would be enough to be able to... Turns that 2 point into a 3 point, gets him the 3 special that he needs for his final 312. And that 312 is probably gonna get placed right where that Kraken Royale was. It's not a perfect fit, but that's like one of... If you're going to...
definitely a good spot for a screen.
Yeah. While the best option is to overlap the splatter color with the splatter color, that's probably one of the better alternatives. But is there a better spot? Because we do want as perfect as possible, because that is an 8-point deficit.
Yeah. And even then, Ljovynn's gonna have his own special as well.
Yeah. And I think that is going to allow Ljovynn to get his first point against Zeb. It does. The true ultimate main character, I just noticed his title. The dude is running with this.
Looks like Ljovynn thankfully managed to break out of the terrible hellhole that was those first 2 games. Unless something horrible happens, he should be able to take the set back at this point.
Ooh, no, we keep that. There was a heavy splatling.
No, that's probably worse. That's probably a worse redraw, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, there was at least the heavy splatling, so you had a bit of an opening play. The Shelly and Donnie's okay, but like then you've got 3 cards that are struggling to make any kind of impact. He is waiting for a top deck at this point.
Redrew.
That is an awful start for Ljovynn, though. This might actually block.
Awful start.
If this blocks, I'm pretty sure Ljovynn... I want you to block, dude. I want you to block. I know it probably wouldn't work, but I want you to block. Because if it blocks, Ljovynn just surrenders, and the main character is dead. This is how you kill the main... That's how you kill a main character.
Looks like he's opting to play aggressive.
I respect that, but I want to see that shut down the game. I want to see that. I really wanted to see that play that shuts down the game. Because that would have shut down the game.
Yeah.
That's not going to shut down the game unless you play it like a safe defense. That's way too awkward. That's way too greedy. Ljovynn's gonna push this time. Yeah, you need to do something over down there.
Maybe not that far back.
We'll have to see. It might need to be that far back. Depends on what Ljovynn has played.
Yeah. That corner is very awkward.
Alright. See if it fits up there. I don't think it's going to. Putting the captain down there, getting a... I don't think you get a special off of that. Does he have an auto bomb? No, he doesn't. Auto bomb would be perfect for that play. Look at that.
Yeah.
I kind of respect this for the defense, but at the same time, I feel like there's a better way to use the captain.
Yeah.
And it honestly, I would have just dropped the. I would have wanted to drop the ink back into that little spot, because all of a sudden, technically speaking, Ljovynn has more base or more turf covered now. Because as much as I respect what Zeb's going for here, he's not actually done anything.
Yeah.
Where Ljovynn is like desperately going for these places and then stopping, being like, "Oh hey, I got it."
He's very dependent on placing that bisque, but it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Not anywhere near Ljovynn's base.
Bisque does not want to cooperate here.
Yeah. That is a very awkward. Yeah, there's gonna be hardly any special being charged from that.
Yeah.
He's opting to use the 10 attack in the top corner.
He needs the
top
ink mine
as
to be
well.
able to make that work, and he does not have an ink mine.
Mm-hmm.
And just like that, a game that looked pretty cleanly... Yeah, no, a game that looked pretty cleanly in Zeb's favor. I'm pretty sure he... I mean, this is only game 4. He has one more to take, but... I can see the reasoning behind some of these plays, but this is another one where the ultimate problem with this game is he made a bunch of big misplays.
Yeah.
Like, it might not have been great, but defending that one spot and then being like, alright, this is sectioned off, now I can just go eat your turf. It would have just hurt Ljovynn so badly. But now all of a sudden we've got a 19-point lead for Ljovynn because Zeb played it super safe.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, some of those like I was talking about some of the plays, and they are admittedly greedy, but they were plays that ultimately would lead to a lot more control in the field. And
Yeah,
and like works towards your game plan, where I don't think he thought much about his game plan here.
The both pass. Interesting.
And with 3 turns left, I don't see a way he can turn this back. He made too many misplays. He just tripped he tripped a lot. And the ultimate main character is set to be able to even out the score. Balances the points. Oh, we do have an Octo Brush Novo. Is that going to give a special, though? He needs the special to come off of it. And I don't think it will.
Where is the place that you can place that?
It's up. Yeah, right there. It does!
It does give him special! No way.
And this is it. Who gets the better 312?
Who has the better 312?
Zeb might be able to bring this back.
There's no way.
Because he top decked the Octo Brush. He's not finding too many phenomenal places.
Yeah, there isn't that good of a spot for...
What about all that
Yeah.
special block in the main base? Yeah, I feel like you can turn it around a little bit more to fit. But yeah, no, Ljovynn's just going to ink back that spot, and that is going to be Ljovynn claiming the point.
Mm-hmm. 6 points. 6 points better special.
Zeb, this is the second time in a finals bracket where you had it, man. You actually had it.
Looks like they're going for Thunder Point as the final match. And they lose the finals.
Who will be advancing? Is it going to be the one and only truly main character? Or is Zeb going to be able to put him in an early grave?
Both have equally good starts.
I respect the Splat Charger and early push. I don't think we need to stress too much about the defense. Power Climb's kind of an interesting play, but if it gets shut down, it gets shut down hard.
Yeah.
Where this Splat Charger, unless Ljovynn makes a very defensive play, this thing is like guaranteed to break through.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you can just play a pretty decent Power Climb in his base. Alright, both going for blood!
Yeah.
You see Zeb a little startled, a little shaken, considering going for a defense. I really want to see something offensive. That's an okay defense, and is clearly setting up for, or it feels like it's setting up for something, but I really just want to see that offensive push.
Oh, they look
Because
like the to go defensive, and it gets pierced anyway.
Technically, the Power Climb fits really
like
snug in that spot still.
Zeb is falling back and just going aggressive now.
No, Zeb, no, you need to don't put that there. No, Zeb, that's a Power Climb spot. No, look! It's the perfect, no! It's not good. It's okay now. Like, this isn't a terrible play. But look at how perfect that Power Climb is.
We gonna have a repeat of that River Drift game where wow, just absolutely
it doesn't even pierce. He lost his Power Climb.
God. No way.
He whiffed that Power Climb. I'm sorry if I'm coming off as harsh. He's got such good moments, and then he's going for other plays.
Yeah.
I really like that. I don't think it's a phenomenal play, but I do really like this angle shooter. It just looks pleasing.
Yeah. I always really like angle shooter plays. I hardly see it in people's decks, though. Probably because it's like a really hard card to actually build a deck around. Like, angle shooter is probably not something that you're going to be comboing with. It's just going to be used as an aggressive tool mainly
Yeah.
to play around some aggressive angles.
And now we're at a point. Ljovynn has a 9-point lead. He's got no, Zeb has a bit of turf that he can work with still. It's a little awkward, but
Yeah.
he's got that little corner carved out for him to work with. Ooh, nice auto bomb. But like, I'm still reeling from that auto ball or that power clam. Like, it wasn't that big of a play, but it feels like it was a pretty big play that he could have had.
Yeah.
He would have at least one more special right now if he put it down there. And then he could potentially have played something else up in that area.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that power climb is bad. I'm saying there was a better power climb spot. Good combo right there, though. But, again, 19-point difference. 4 turns left. We've got a brick.
Yeah.
It's too early to be playing Zipcasters, I feel.
That position does get him.
He could get a complete overwrite of the splatter screen, and he sees it.
Yeah.
So he knows he has that option for later. Three turns left, doesn't get... He's gonna go for it now, I guess. Hoping that whatever he draws next is going to be his 2-pointer. I think he's gonna have to pass. And that means he won't have enough. No, I think this is done.
Yeah.
If that power climb was down there, he would have the special. He would have had the special to do this. Pass, and then he'd be able to play one more 312.
Yeah.
It wasn't set in the bank for him. There's a good chance he would have still lost. But that power climb ultimately did turn out to be a bad move.
Yeah.
Because he missed out on a special point that he needed at the end.
Yeah, he definitely did. Definitely seen a few misplays from Zeb that allows Ljovynn to head to the finals.